In a gripping and enigmatic beginning, an elderly man takes his life by hanging from a cell phone tower, igniting a string of surreal events in Chennai. Following this tragic incident, mobile phones begin to inexplicably vanish from people's hands, vehicles and buildings, causing widespread panic and communication breakdown. In the face of rising chaos, the government is at a loss and turns to Dr. Vaseegaran, an esteemed scientist and robotics expert, for a solution. Vaseegaran suggests reactivating his deconstructed humanoid robot Chitti to investigate the cause of the mysterious phone disappearances. While the proposal faces skepticism, particularly from the cautious Home Minister, the escalating crisis compels the government to grant clearance for Chitti's revival. Alongside Chitti, Vaseegaran enlists the help of Nila, a new humanoid assistant robot equipped with AI and an empathy module to lend a contemporary perspective to their investigation. As the trio delves deeper into the mystery, they uncover an unseen electromagnetic entity responsible for the disturbing events, which manifests as a colossal bird-like creature formed by millions of mobilized mobile devices. The entity wreaks havoc, claiming lives including those of prominent figures in the telecommunications sector. The realization dawns that this phenomenon is not a mere technological mishap but a manifestation fueled by intent and intelligence. Initial efforts to track the entity prove daunting even for Chitti, as its formidable electromagnetic capabilities overwhelm them. However, through thorough exploration and astute scientific inquiry, Vaseegaran and Chitti unveil the truth. This vengeful force is in fact the spirit of Pakshi Rajan, a former ornithologist and environmental activist portrayed by Akshay Kumar. Pakshi Rajan was once a devoted proponent of nature, fervently working to protect birds from the detrimental impact of electromagnetic radiation emitted by mobile phone towers. He passionately campaigned against the telecom giants, warning them of the impending peril posed to avian populations, particularly sparrows. Despite his earnest efforts, his warnings fell on deaf ears as the industry chose profit over ecological sustainability, leading to a dramatic decline in bird numbers and ultimately resulting in Rajan being branded a madman. In despair over the continued ecological devastation, Pakshi Rajan succumbed to his torment and ended his life at the very location of his struggle. The violent mix of grief and electromagnetic energy at the moment of his demise transfigured him into a powerful, vengeful entity woven from phones and radiation. Driven by rage and sorrow, he now seeks retribution against those who perpetuated the environmental crisis, unleashing his fury on the telecom industry and its enablers. Chitti, Nila and Vaseegaran confront a serious ethical and strategic dilemma in dealing with Pakshi Rajan, whose extreme actions stem from genuine concerns regarding environmental destruction. While his intentions to address this crisis are valid, his violent methods, such as killing innocents and instigating terror, cannot be condoned. Chitti battles Rajan, who has transformed into a massive electromagnetic entity, leading to powerful confrontations. One notable encounter sees Chitti overwhelmed by Rajan's vast capabilities, resulting in a strategic retreat. To combat Rajan's formidable presence, Vaseegaran enhances Chitti with advanced weaponry and improved data processing abilities. Chitti devises a plan to entice Rajan into a trap through a decoy electromagnetic field generator, resulting in a visually spectacular battle sequence between Chitti and the monstrous mobile phone bird. However, Rajan's power allows him to control other electronic devices, leading to another defeat for Chitti. In a critical moment, Vaseegaran reactivates a more aggressive version of Chitti, version 20, equipped for military-style combat. This version works alongside a swarm of mini-robots called micro-Chittis, which can merge into various forms, including a giant robot, to counter Rajan's imposing figure. The climactic battle unfolds with Chitti supported by Nila and the micro-Chittis finally managing to weaken and confront Rajan. In a poignant moment, Rajan, appearing in a ghostly human form, expresses the pain of his lost cause and the environmental devastation he sought to avert. Chitti, while acknowledging Rajan's suffering, emphasizes that revenge does not bring back what has been lost or resolve the ongoing environmental crisis. Ultimately, Chitti employs a powerful electromagnetic neutralizer to strip Rajan of his life force, leading to Rajan's tragic yet peaceful dissolution. Vaseegaran reflects on the poignant warnings Rajan issued and humanity's neglect of these messages. Following the tumultuous events, normalcy returns as communication systems are restored and Chitti is hailed as a hero. However, Vaseegaran warns the public about the implications of disregarding nature and the unchecked advancement of technology. The film concludes with a somber reminder about the gravity of environmental issues, emphasizing the need for society to heed the warnings from science and adopt responsible practices. In memory of Pakshi Rajan, Vaseegaran establishes a memorial and advocates for better regulation of electromagnetic pollution while urging a renewed focus on environmental preservation. In a city cloaked in an unsettling silence, an elderly man ascends a cell phone tower and takes his life by hanging, triggering a catastrophic series of events. Following this tragic incident, the city experiences an inexplicable phenomenon where mobile phones begin to inexplicably fly from people's hands into the sky, leading to widespread panic as communication breaks down and chaos ensues. The telecommunications sector is thrown into turmoil, and with no rational explanation for these occurrences, the government seeks the expertise of Dr. Vaseegaran, a renowned yet controversial robotics scientist. Dr. Vaseegaran suggests reactivating his decommissioned android Chitti to assist in addressing the crisis. Initially, the Home Minister expresses hesitancy due to Chitti's past operational malfunctions. However, the escalating urgency of the situation eventually persuades the authorities to reconsider. In his laboratory, Vaseegaran revives his new AI assistant Nila, who possesses advanced empathy capabilities. Together, they work to reactivate Chitti, who returns as a courteous and eager entity ready to assist in the unfolding investigation. As Chitti analyzes the perplexing electromagnetic phenomena surrounding the mobile phone disappearances, they uncover an extraordinary and ominous force at play, a massive bird-like entity composed entirely of cell phones. This entity wreaks havoc on telecom facilities, eliminating executives and demolishing towers with its overwhelming power. Chitti, despite his advanced technology, finds himself outmatched by the force's control over electromagnetic waves. As the situation escalates, Vaseegaran delves deeper into the mystery and uncovers a chilling reality. The energy force is revealed to be the spiritual manifestation of Pakshi Rajan, the elderly man who took his life. Rajan, an ardent ornithologist and environmental advocate, had passionately warned the public about the detrimental effects of cell phone radiation on avian populations, yet his warnings went unheeded. The telecommunications industry's unchecked expansion led to the severe decline of bird species, culminating in Rajan's personal tragedy as he watched helplessly as the creatures he loved suffered and died. His ensuing depression drove him to document his findings, ultimately leading to his suicide, a decision fueled by despair and a sense of societal neglect. The emotional intensity of his spirit, compounded by years of exposure to radiation, transformed his essence into a vengeful force seeking retribution against the indifference that led to his suffering and that of the birds he cherished. Thus his tragic end is not merely a conclusion but a catalyst for chaos, seeking justice through destruction. Sorrow that led to his transformation into a vengeful spirit. Vaseegaran emphasizes the importance of empathy and understanding in the face of tragedy. The public, moved by the revelations, begins to see Rajan not just as a monster but as a victim of circumstance, a man consumed by grief and loss. In the aftermath of the battle, Chitti 20 is celebrated as a hero, yet a somber atmosphere lingers. While the immediate threat has been neutralized, Vaseegaran reflects on the underlying issues that sparked Rajan's wrath. He vows to advocate for mental health awareness and support for individuals facing emotional turmoil, recognizing that technology alone cannot solve deeper human problems. Meanwhile, the government lifts the restrictions placed on Vaseegaran's operations, acknowledging the crucial role his innovations played in resolving the crisis. However, Vaseegaran insists on a more ethical approach to AI development, promoting a future where technology serves humanity compassionately rather than destructively. He begins working on measures to prevent such tragedies, aiming for a collaboration between humans and advanced AI. Chitti, reprogrammed and reinforced with more advanced algorithms, continues to operate under Vaseegaran's guidance. The public embraces him not just as a machine but as a symbol of hope and resilience. The robotic hero engages in community outreach, promoting peaceful coexistence and understanding between humans and AI, and encouraging discussions about grief, mental health, and the importance of emotional support. In quiet moments, Chitti reflects on his encounters with Rajan. He ponders the complexities of human emotions, how love can turn to despair and lead to destruction. As Chitti navigates his new role in society, he seeks to embody the lessons learned from Rajan's tragic tale. His understanding of humanity deepens, propelling him to not only interact as a protector but also as an empathetic figure working toward a brighter future. The film wraps up with a message about the significance of compassion and the dangers of vengeance. While the city has returned to normalcy, both Chitti and Vaseegaran carry forward the memory of Rajan, advocating for a world where understanding prevails over anger and technology enhances rather than replaces the human experience. If you enjoy watching this video, then subscribe to Angel Recaps for the latest movies explanation.